All right, everybody, settle down.
Happy Pride Month!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Second Shout Studios. Happy Pride, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. We are picking up where we left off nearly 2 months ago with wonderful new neighbors. With that, we will get right into it where we left off.
That's a lot of loads.
Hey, yo.
Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening?
Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends.
Oh,
Is that okay?
of course. Just keep me posted. And be home before midnight.
You got it.
And be careful.
I will.
Make good choices.
Of course.
And call me if you need anything.
Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with the lights off, are you?
What? No. I've never done that, and I will never do that.
Okay. Do you have plans tonight?
My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. What are we gonna do, gang? Remember, this is group
Throw a
decision
party.
game. We gonna throw a party?
Work on some stuff.
Time.
I think
Sure.
it's party time.
Party
Yeah.
time.
Crack a bomb.
Party time.
Pizza time.
Get the Andrew WK go.
I'm hearing party then?
Party.
Sure.
All night long.
Party rock.
Real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight, and you may just have to wait in line.
I know the guy at the door. I'll get in no problem.
I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay?
Great. See you later.
I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey, kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. These episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all of the yelling, so I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why do I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all of the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she is back home. I'm glad she's okay.
Sup?
Sweetie, thank God you're safe.
Yep.
But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket.
Oh. Whoops. Guess I didn't see those.
She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann.
Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now?
Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops.
Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you?
I feel like I have a right to be concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I have a right to be concerned. You're my only daughter.
Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place.
I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just, please don't do that again.
All right. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Amanda closes the door to her room, and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen.
Hey. I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was gonna do it, and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again.
Well,
I would do I'm sorry for freaking out on you.
Same.
This is a moment of amends, coming together, both making concessions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for freaking out on you. You're an adult now. I shouldn't have gotten so worked up.
Team Dadson?
Team Dadson. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs?
You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them.
Already did.
Bless you.
Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan.
All right, I'm off to school. Smell you later.
Wait, one more thing before you go.
What?
What's DadBook?
It's a social media platform.
Wait,
What?
what's a social media platform?
Dad, I have to go to school.
Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't put together a DadBook profile on my own.
All right, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet.
Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile on DadBook, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood.
All right, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes.
And now we enter the game portion of the night. Everyone, this is going to be a group activity.
Welcome to DadBook.
Woohoo!
Play.
Oh boy!
So we're gonna have
Friday night.
we're gonna have a little bit of a group vote. Quickly, we don't want to spend too much time on it, but a little bit of consensus. Pick which version we like, and it's all going to be narrated by a lovely cast member.
Hi. On a Friday night, you are most likely to polish and sort my coin collection, Netflix and grill, baby, fall asleep watching the History Channel, torment my children with dad puns, sink into blissful oblivion, sleep.
Bad
I was
pawns.
gonna say fall asleep watching the History
History
Channel.
Channel. I'll sleep watching the History Channel.
Can confirm.
Well, I mean, shit, if the real dad says it,
That's what my dad did.
If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill, the lost shaker of salt. Castaway on DVD for instructional purposes. A boat, obviously. I don't need anything. My survival skills have trained me for this day.
Castaway
I'm
on
alone on
DVD
the
I like
is
Castaway.
A boat.
is the answer, and I will not take any criticisms.
that was so
I mean,
much.
I don't need anything. That's dad humor.
I just really like the idea of you only brought the DVD and not anything to watch it on.
What were some of the other
That's really
suggestions?
good. I like the
I
lost
think
shaker,
Frank said a
shaker of
boat.
salt,
Yeah, would
I
take
said
but
boat,
only because
but
of the Margaritaville.
Right.
The dadaholic.
This is a very dad joke.
It is. But
The
Castaway on
ultimate-
DVD is also
Castaway
iconic.
is really good.
The
Castaway is really
mental
good.
image of standing on a deserted island with a DVD in hand and nothing else.
No
is-
device.
Nothing.
Well,
not even
the
like
ul-
a CD player, right? Just
the-
the DVD.
The only other thing that is more dad than that, though, would be the very last choice, which is, I have nothing. I'm gonna make this island my bitch. But
That's dad
Castaway
humor.
is still really
not
funny.
Brad.
Overinflated dad ego.
No, you're right. What would Brad Dadson do?
I
Watch
I think it's the
Castaway.
shaker.
Oh, really?
He makes a lot of music jokes.
That is true. Are we a music
Mhm.
dad? Are we a music daddy?
We were in a ska band.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
True.
Alright. I'm okay with lost shaker of salt. I like it.
You liking this one? Let's go with it.
Mhm.
All right.
What are your turn-ons?
I'm just picturing trying to ask my dad how to fill this in for him.
Oh no.
Oh no!
A well-manicured lawn.
Hey, Dad!
Strong
Where are
dad.
your
Well-manicured
turn-ons?
lawn or top-tier grillmanship.
Tennis
what you
shoes with
into?
long white socks. A well
Oh, we're picking
manicured
someone
lawn.
right now.
Street smarts. Top tier grillmanship. Comfortable with crying.
So I'm going to say that tennis shoes with long white socks is unk energy. It's not dad energy. It is definitely for me between the lawn or the grillmanship. That is
Lawn.
definitely the
I'd
two.
go
I'm
with
going
Everyone
for.
loves strong dad arms.
Well,
Yeah,
does-
dad
okay.
arms.
Who doesn't like the dad arms?
Yeah.
I think that's Craig coded.
I like them weak.
But
I was gonna say, if
What
we're
is
just going based on solely Brad's energy,
You know,
this one.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking
No.
too, honestly.
I was
No.
gonna say based off ska band, maybe street smarts, but
Brad does
I like
not
the
have
crying.
street
God man
smarts.
does not give street
It's
smarts.
not what
But
he
that's the
has,
thing,
it's what
he
likes.
wants.
I know,
Yeah.
it's just funny.
It's his turn-ons.
Okay. What he likes is either dad arms or comfortable with crying, from what we've seen.
Crying.
What do we
Yeah.
think? What do we
this
think?
is true.
I think
Does he
crying.
value
Let's show a
emotional
soft
intelligence
side.
over arms?
Alright, we're going crying.
Going crying?
Yeah.
All right, we're going with crying. Me every day.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A dad.
Functional.
Technical writer
good
for
father.
manuals and instructionals. Salty boat
Mhm.
captain. Pro skater who's also an astronaut. A good father. The president of space.
Pro skater.
Tony
It
Hawk.
has to be pro skater.
Pro skater.
He's in a ska
Really?
band. That's like
Yeah.
they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
This is the one then.
Tony Hawk in space. I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
What's your favorite movie genre? War documentaries. Sean Connery's entire filmography. Anything on Laserdisc. Romantic comedies. Whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that have not aged well.
I
Two
think
of
the old
these
comedies
options
is-
Crying.
describe my father, and it kills me.
Tag your dad.
First or last one.
Yep.
Like, I was gonna
like the
say
last
Sean
one.
Connery personally.
I think it's a.
I like
think
crying.
I think it's particularly funny right now that with the last one that they're making a Naked Gun remake. We're talking about old comedies
Oh,
that
man.
haven't aged well. I mean, we could argue aging well with that one because there's a lot of people that still really love that movie, but it's still, you know, it's from a different era.
So if we want
For
to
some
base
reason
it off of
think-
previous answers, whatever will make me cry would probably make the
Yeah.
most sense.
I
Just
think-
because
Well, we
of
already-
the turn-on thing, but
I'm just thinking of the things that
We-
we have seen our character watching.
I feel
Yeah.
like he's like weirdly into rom-coms.
He could be a
I
rom-com
can see
dad.
that.
Or
I
can see that.
Laserdisc. Napping
Oh,
together. Doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m. Trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost. Arson. Being emotionally vulnerable.
Arson.
Geocache.
Arson.
Geocache. Oh, come on.
Being
Arson.
emotionally
Arson is
vulnerable.
so-
Brad
tempting.
Dadson would never.
Yeah.
He would not.
Eating a healthy
Now,
dinner. At
I
4
would want to
PM.
go geocache and get lost, but I think Dadson
Brad
would
would nap together.
emotional vulnerability or napping.
Those are
It's
two.
But he
napping
was
or
in a
arson.
ska
I think he
band.
could be
Of
a
course he
puzzle.
would geocache.
He could be a puzzle dad.
Well, I think the ska band goes more towards arson than geocaching.
Yeah.
The most important part is was.
True, was.
I feel like he'd be like,
That-
that sounds cool, but I'd really rather not.
Right.
Honestly,
The
I feel
arson.
like Brad is
Yeah.
a Kardashians
The-
watcher.
I was
you
gonna say
know?
the arson leans harder into the punk area of ska than it just ska.
Well, considering we just had a one-night stand with the bad boy in town.
But
I
we
mean,
also
is it
made a
that
Jimmy
far
Buffett.
off?
But we also listened to Jimmy Buffett.
This is true.
True.
Those things
What a
can
multifaceted
coexist.
I'm gonna
Sure.
say napping together is probably the best of all worlds.
Yeah,
Right?
honestly,
Yeah.
it's the daddest
Oh.
answer.
Agree.
Yeah, because
mean-
being emotionally vulnerable is an ongoing activity throughout your entire relationship. It's not a date.
That's a good
Damn,
one.
kid.
And to be fair, isn't the goal to nap with every dad in this game? So
Yeah.
In a
Yeah,
way.
yeah, that's,
we got
that's I
one.
guess that's
Well,
how we put
sleeping
it.
is
Not
involved.
in so many words.
One down.
We made a
What do
loser.
you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan, my sick vape, my book of word jumbles and a pen, a cool knife, my cripplingly low self-esteem. I frequently forget my phone, keys, and wallet at home sometimes.
I feel
Last
like
two.
the self-esteem.
Not the
or
fucking vape.
Sick
I-
vape.
Yeah.
I like
I've never
forgetting
said the
phone
words,
keys
"my
and wallet."
sick vape before, and I'm never doing it again.
I need to rip it and have that as a audio on Discord.
My sick.
My
vape.
sick vape.
And
You should
someone else
make
is
it
calling you
loud.
my
Jimmy
sick
Bull on
vape.
the Twitch.
My one of my friends from work told me that a recent study came out where one of the doctors was quoted as saying, "There was so much lead in the readings that I thought my instruments were broken."
Wow.
Yeah. Lead
You hear that,
poisoning.
kids?
Do not vape. Do not vape. I
Yeah.
repeat.
You hear that,
PSA,
kids?
vaping is bad.
But it's sick.
it's
It'll
Wow.
make
It'll
ya.
make you
You will
sick.
be
It'll
sick.
make ya.
Wow.
Okay,
we're
so
we're
what should we
Tony
pick?
Hawk in space. Obviously, we vape.
I think he forgets everything or has cripplingly low self-esteem.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think he
Forget-
Low
randomly has
self-esteem
a
is
cool
just
knife.
Too real, so obviously we have to pick that one.
I know, but we've already mentioned crying like 3 times. Okay, we want people.
I
to
think
like
he
us.
should
Yeah,
randomly
let's not
have
do
a
this one.
cool
That's too
knife.
pathetic.
No. A book of
Like a
word
multi-tool.
jumbles
My
is
phone,
bad.
keys,
All right.
and
Because the
wallet
pen
and
you can
phone.
use other places, and the word jumbles is really good for occupying yourself whenever you show up just a little bit too early to something like the DMV.
Yeah, but I feel
The
like
dad has
Brad
spoken.
would. Yeah.
I don't think this he's that type of dad though.
You think he's a forgetful dad?
I think he is a forgetful
This is
dad.
what we're
Who
He
feeling.
did forget about
I think he's
Amanda's
the sort
morning
of
meeting
dad
with
that
her
just
teacher.
lost his wife.
See,
It's
he
not about
lost
so much
her.
being-
That's how he
Yeah.
forgot her.
Crazy.
It's not about being forgetful. It's about
Yo.
You
trying
forget
to
to
run away from
cherish
it.
her.
Zach is sitting across from me trying so hard not to laugh too loud so he doesn't get picked up on the stream.
She's still just at the store.
Okay.
somewhere.
I spend a lot of time thinking about
We can't pick crying.
My sick babe.
conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I can get a next cup of coffee, lawnmower modifications.
Oh,
Now,
no.
why isn't
Let's
My
be a
dead
really
wife.
Where
good
the
dad.
fuck is my daughter?
How proud I am of my
Child.
child.
Yeah.
Child. Yeah.
I was gonna
It's
say that's the
child or
next
end of
best.
the
That's
world
the
for
next
me.
best thing.
Loved her.
Profile complete.
Profile complete.
There we go.
Hooray.
See? That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles.
You should message one of them. Or more than one of them. All these dads seem pretty interesting.
Okay. I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug.
Go get him, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Alright, gang, who do we want to look at first?
Robert.
Robert.
Oh, we have a message from Amanda.
Pretending to be a dad.
Hi, Brad. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you signed up for DadBook. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads, like myself. Take care not to miss them.
Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on DadBook?
Why, Brad, I never! We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy-to-buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered. You should buy Amanda more things.
Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. Nope.
Wow.
I didn't say that. You never heard that.
This is gold.
I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables.
Totally holding on to this for later.
Wait, do you even remember what I majored in?
I decline to comment.
Cool. Alright, sounded like we were talking to Robert.
I
Robert.
guess so.
I guess so.
Alright. Alice, as the voice of DadBook, is going to read out the questions, and the voice of Robert is going to read out the answers.
When the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right?
On a Friday night, you are most likely to.
Make a deal in an alleyway. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo.
If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be?
Gun.
What are your turn-ons?
Don't talk to me.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Grifter.
What's your favorite movie genre?
Italian neo-realism.
What's your ideal date?
I'll go dig up a couple bodies, grave robbing.
What do you never leave home without?
One, two, at least 4 knives.
I spend a lot of time thinking about.
You ever really look into a rabid animal's eyes?
Alright, Robert. Who's up next?
I say Craig.
Craig?
Craig.
Craig.
I guess. Craig Cahn.
Dad of 3, business entrepreneur, and fitness enthusiast. Juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it.
On a Friday night, you're most likely to...
Get one last good cardio session.
If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be?
Box of energy bars.
What are your turn-ons?
A sub 6-minute mile.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Beer pong world champion.
What's your favorite movie genre?
Buddy cop movies forever.
What's your ideal date?
Scaling a huge, dangerous mountain for fun.
What do you never leave home without?
An extra tube of energy gel.
I spend a lot of time thinking about...
The amount time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked?
Who's next?
Totally not biased, but Matt.
Let's do it.
Totally not biased.
Matt Sella.
Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music.
On a Friday night, you're most likely to...
Perfect my cold brew setup. One drip at a time, baby.
If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be?
Fine tunes to pass the days away.
What are your turn-ons?
Multi-instrumentalism.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A barista. Fairly weirdly enough.
What's your favorite movie genre?
Shit with subtitles.
What's your ideal date?
We go to the animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat.
What do you never leave home without?
My headphones, both in-ear and over-ear, just in case.
I spend a lot of time thinking about...
Where did writing commas into song titles come from, and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea?
Who's up next?
Guess we go Brian next to finish out the top row.
Let's go Brian.
Up first.
Brian Harding.
Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along.
On a Friday night, you are most likely to...
See just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket.
If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be?
My fishing pole, of course.
What are your turn-ons?
A keen understanding of steak cuts.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A fireman.
What's your favorite movie genre?
I would like to say King of the Hill, but romantic comedies are good too.
What's your ideal date?
Deck building.
What do you never leave home without?
Oh, I've always got my portable fishing pole with me.
I spend a lot of time thinking about...
How my daughter is smarter than I am.
All right, next up, let's do Damien. Damien Bloodmarch.
How do you do? I finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter.
On a Friday night, you're most likely to...
Listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens.
If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be?
A coffin.
What are your turn-ons?
Pronouncing bosom correctly.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
A bat.
What's your favorite movie genre?
Foreign art house horror.
What's your ideal date?
It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts.
What do you never leave home without?
An upside-down cross.
I spend a lot of time thinking about.
Mortality salience.
Next up, Hugo Vega.
Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know, and I'm sorry.
On a Friday night, you're most likely to
Brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures.
If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be?
A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust.
What are your turn-ons?
Muscles.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Movie star.
What's your favorite movie genre?
Documentaries on art history.
What's your ideal date?
Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence.
What do you never leave home without?
My glasses. Actually, I forget them at home a lot.
I spend a lot of time thinking about.
I worry that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them.
Last up, Joseph. Joseph Christiansen.
Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth master for 5 years running. Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 kids. 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland.
On a Friday night, you're most likely to
Lead the community in a fun mixer.
If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be?
My 6-string.
What are your turn-ons?
My loving wife.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
Ship captain.
What's your favorite movie genre?
Gotta be feel-good movies.
What's your ideal date?
Lovely night on the town with my wife.
What do you never leave home without?
The good book.
I spend a lot of time thinking about.
How I can be a better man, husband, and father.
Now that we've gotten a good idea of who all of our dads are on DadBook, as previously voted, we are going to message Craig. I wonder what Craig's up to today. I navigate to Craig's DadBook page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor? Let's catch up like old times. A couple moments pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick.
Bro, my man. Let's definitely hang out soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend-long benders, but it'll still be fun.
I think for a moment. This could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in his new element. We exchange a couple more messages and he logs off to prep for the game. I should see if Amanda wants to join me. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Amanda Panda! I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece, but her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Hey, you alright?
I'm fine. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I just got sad because I realized that dogs are too often killed off in movies to elicit emotional reactions from the audience instead of being the respect that they deserve. It's not right.
You're sure that's all you're upset about?
Are you sure that's all you're upset about? If there's, anything going on, I just want you to know that I'm here for you. And I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, I'm only a phone call away.
Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate that. But I'm fine, really.
I'm unconvinced, but I'll stop badgering her about it. I'm sure she'll tell me when she's ready. What you working on?
Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future.
I take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs.
It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something?
Craig invited us to a softball game. Wanna go?
Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear and then you took me to the first game and then someone hit a ball towards me and I just ran off the field crying?
And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up. Yes.
I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball.
So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up and looks me dead in the eye. Determined.
Dad. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this!
Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. For a kids' softball game, it's pretty packed. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere.
So, when do the kids start crying and running off of the field?
You know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right?
Okay, but if I don't see some kids cry, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Oh. Definitely not that.
The game starts, and the kids run out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest, as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot? Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks?
Oh, man.
Joke up on the bat, Miranda!
Yeah, Miranda, square up!
How much do you know about softball?
Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic.
What do you think, gang?
What are you willing to
What are you
sacrifice?
willing to
Unnecessarily hardcore, obviously.
What are you willing to sacrifice to win? Leave it all out on the field, Miranda. If you want this, you're gonna have to bleed for it. Who I assume to be Miranda's father gives me a dirty look. I shoot it back at him. That attitude isn't going to bring Miranda to D1.
Dad, please don't fight any other dads while we're out here.
We watch a couple of innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig's trained his team pretty well. It seems like he's really good with kids. Keg stand Craig is good with children. Whoa.
Oh. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one has run off the field crying yet.
Amanda, dear, you have to let it go.
Let what go? I'm perfectly fine.
The opposing team is up at bat. They had a fly ball out into center field. The tiny little girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead.
See? It's a completely justifiable fear!
The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. He carries her off of the field as she sobs. Man, it's strange to think about how this was the guy who once backflipped off a roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit, and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... Oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no. Oh no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement.
I caught the ball.
You saved me.
I caught the ball! Dad, I caught the ball!
You did it, Amanda!
I faced my fears! I defeated the softball! I can do anything!
Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands.
Great job, everyone.
We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man.
Thanks. We've been working hard all season, and it's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, killer playing out there.
Yeah, you guys rule.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are twins, huh? Which one of you's the evil one?
Hazel.
Yeah, it's me.
Good looking out. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, I'd be doing that constantly.
Yeah, I take all of her math tests.
And I usually throw rocks at stuff, and when people get mad, I tell them I'm Briar.
What?
Nice.
We will talk about this later. Rad, bro. I just got a couple more things to clean up. Then we can hang.
Sounds good. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation.
Not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know if I can...
Nonsense. The girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader?
She lays her hand on his shoulder and gives him goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom is laying it on thick. Amanda and I share a look.
Oh.
All right. Is it cool if my bro comes along?
The mom looks slightly put out, but covers it up with a smile.
Of course.
Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza?
What?
What? It's a real place.
An endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of a minivan and into a local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty's Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day.
Remember how we used to just fold whole pies in half and then put taco fillings inside?
Pizzacos. I could never forget.
Actually sounds decent.
How did we survive college?
Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us.
The good old days. The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple slices of mediocre pizza.
Hey, give me a pizza of that.
No, absolutely not.
I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here.
Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda.
Dad!
A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. This is you, Alice.
Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are.
Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own.
It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know my children have a strong male role model in their lives.
Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets it from all angles, huh? Craig smiles sheepishly.
Thank you so much, dude.
Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump from the mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. What do we want to do?
Throw him a bone. Hey, yo.
Jesus.
I like tag team with Amanda just
Tag
because I want to
team,
know what
yeah.
she's gonna say.
Agreed.
She's gonna say something insane.
I give Amanda another knowing look, and she hits me back with a nod. She understands. Amanda puts a hand to her stomach and looks at me with puppy dog eyes.
Dad, I don't feel so good. I think I ate too much pizza.
Oh no, sweetie, you're not gonna projectile vomit everywhere, are you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna projectile vomit everywhere right now.
The words projectile vomit and right now usually seem to get everyone to clear out, but Martha's not budging.
Back it up, Martha. You're in the splash zone. I drank a lot of orange juice this morning and it's feeling pretty acidic.
You'll be fine.
Amanda shoots me a worried look. This con is going sideways. I should have known that a mom of all people would know the fake puke scam.
Well, I guess it went away and I'm fine now and nothing's wrong.
She turns her back on me to talk to Craig.
So I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for the sleepover?
Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right?
Of course. But I could always use help watching after everyone tonight. If you're not doing anything.
Wow, this lady is really going for the gold.
Huh. It'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Martha? You might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot.
Martha angrily turns her attention towards her daughter.
Tiffany, not another arcade machine, I swear, if we have to buy it!
Martha storms off towards her kid. She seems nice.
Yeah, the team is one big, weird family. Takes all sorts, right?
Tiffany, don't eat the tokens!
Oh.
Tiffany's a stellar hitter.
Phew, I think I finally have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh?
Oh.
Only on days like today, I hope. Dad.
Dad.
Hey, girls.
Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR?
We told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help.
Oh.
Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore.
But Dad...
Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy.
Oh.
Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit.
It's all good, buddy. Craig runs off with his daughters, and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to get to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged in every direction. It definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel like we might be a third wheel here.
There's worse places than an arcade to be left to your own devices.
You're right. Want to drop some coin on pinball?
You know it.
Amanda and I pull up to a machine that's feeling pretty hot and get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die. I pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good.
Aww.
Don't patronize me.
Hey, just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch.
You're friends with Craig, right?
Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah, we went to college together.
Please don't lean on my thing.
Huh. That's so interesting. So, do you know if he's, like, available?
Oh, I honestly don't know if I could say.
Seriously, you're gonna make it tilt.
Because it seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it would be great if he...
Lady, I swear to God.
All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt.
You stone harpy.
What?
Ugh.
I said, I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings.
Amanda.
Bro!
What's going on?
Oh.
Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night.
I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place. Finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home.
Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro.
Not at all, dude. It's good to finally get you all to myself for a second. River burps. Well, almost all to myself.
Hold up.
Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball.
Up for some catch?
This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth.
I have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there.
Man, fatherhood is strange.
You're telling me. Can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand Craig days and reminiscing about it.
Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal keg stand.
It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me.
I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin. What do we want to ask about?
I feel like I got a stain as the scene partner.
I'd ask about coaching softball.
Agreed. Yeah.
So is softball coach the life you wanted, or was it the life that was thrust upon you?
I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Briar and Hazel had so much energy that we just had to get them into sports. But no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to all the girls. I'm worried there'd be a riot if I quit.
I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats.
I don't know.
They're quick and work as a team. I've trained them too well.
They'd take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex.
Exactly.
What next?
The kids.
Yeah, I'd go kids.
I can't believe you're a father of 3.
Oh.
Neither can I. You know me, I'm an indecisive person.
You switched up your major 4 times.
Oh.
Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. But raising kids, when Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the time I had spent trying to figure things out had led to them. Be happier about it. I don't think I ever cared about anything as much as I care about them.
I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing to ever happen to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived. Do we want to ask about the business?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
So, you run a business now?
Hey.
Yep, we sell fitness gear, imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure wear soon.
I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, sweating. Sounds like he'd make a killing.
If you ever need that athletic gear, I've got your back.
You could sponsor me. I'll rep your athleisure wear brand while I mow my lawn.
Oh.
That is the glamorous lifestyle we're catering to, yes.
Hmm.
It's nice out here. Quiet.
Must be good to get away from all the softball moms for a bit, huh?
Oh.
Christ. Janet.
Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that?
Oh.
Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad.
Yikes.
I don't know.
I'm just so not interested.
Well, what are you interested in?
Oh. Hmm.
Peace and quiet.
That hot, hot silence.
Hey.
My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday.
Oh.
But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to, there's no time.
I don't know.
feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. I've already been through so much. Can't put them through that.
Buddy, I hear you.
Oh.
So the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority.
I'd say you're doing a great job.
Agreed.
You're doing a great job. Those kids love you. And to add to that, the whole team loves you. I think you got this dad thing down right.
Oh.
Thanks, bro.
Oh.
That means a lot, coming from you.
While I'm distracted, I miss the softball, and it hits me right on the head. Wow, that hurts. Amanda was right all along.
Told you
Sorry,
so.
dude.
Craig runs over
Sorry,
to
dude.
me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second.
Craig spends a moment examining my head.
Oh.
It's worse than I thought.
Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better.
Hey.
You would be so lucky.
I mean...
I mean,
I feel like I've earned it at this point. Waiting all day to hang out with you.
Well,
Craig leans in and kisses my forehead.
knock it off, champ.
Are the lights on this softball field really hot, or is that just me? I get up and dust myself off. River yawns.
Hey, little buddy. Must be getting tired, huh? I hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry, things are so... You get older and life kind of gets in the way, huh?
We start walking back to the parking lot. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter?
Hey.
How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away.
But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked.
Oh.
Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine look on our faces?
We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll.
And not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was.
We had to talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy.
Bro.
And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life.
Man, college.
Good old days, right?
We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug. Or at least as much as we can manage with a baby between us.
Never enough time, huh?
Guess not.
Oh.
Let me make it up to you. Let's hang in soon, yeah?
I'd like that. I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand. Burning the midnight art oil.
figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles.
Do the sharks lip sync or do the shark hunters lip sync?
Yes.
I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made.
Thanks. I'm just about done.
Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In one corner is a giant pile of cash. In the other, it's... Amanda, is that me?
Yep. The whole thing is about my goals for the future, and those are Basically, just to sit in a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood.
Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. It's happening.
Aw, Dad.
You did this. She pats me on the back.
Hey, how was your hang with Craig?
I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy.
Yeah, dude. The softball life isn't for quitters.
Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel?
I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often.
Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice, dare I say, parallel parking?
Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of late night television for me, alright?
I'll let them know you said hey.
Ew.
Look at that good
Thirst
score.
hell yeah.
That's
Yo.
a big total there, dude.
Did we get a grade for our one night stand?
No,
I don't think
that
so.
wasn't one of
That
the
was not
official
a date.
dates. That was plot exclusive.
Great.
That was fun only.
Great.
It wasn't a date, just
No business, pure pleasure.
Pleasure.
Let's hope.
We received a thing. Keg stand champion. And with that, we are going to call it for the night.
Woohoo! We got a forehead smooch and an
Hooray.
S.
S for son.
What just
Lord.
happened?
That was my dog.
Oh my
Everyone
the
do
dog
dog.
is excited.
She saw something. I don't know. That timing was perfect.
Brad when he sees Craig, honestly.
Me when I
Kyle,
see
your
Craig.
man.
What am I not?
What am I not?
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us here at Second Shout for another episode of Dream Daddy. Tune in next time for who the hell knows what, but it'll be a good damn time.
Woo!
Goodbye.
Until next time, stay gay.
Hasta la pasta.